What's up guys, it's Tundrum here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my top tier 5 colour human modern deck. Now a while ago on the channel I did a 4 colour human deck, but ideally that list wasn't perfect. I hadn't had much experience with the deck at that time, and I realised that 5 colour is just as easy to do, and this deck with a lot of help from a couple friends, I've mastered it, and I reckon this deck is nearly maxed out. And like, this deck even has a chance of getting you somewhere in pretty much any tournament, even a Grand Prix it might get you somewhere. Okay, first up, we've got 4 Champion of the Parish and 4 Noble Hierarch. Champion of the Parish is like really good. It's a 1 mana 1/1, and whenever you play another human it gets a 1/1 counter. This is essential in any human deck. It's a really solid card. Noble Hierarch, also essential. It is quite pricey, but a 1 mana 0/1 with Exalted, and it can tap for 3 colours of mana, helps fix our mana base, and is a solid creature with the Exalted. Next up, we've got Meddling Mage. Meddling Mage is busted. I only ran 2 in my old list. I've just realised that's idiotic. 2 mana for a 2/2 that stops any card is really powerful. So, you name, let's say you're against a deck with 1 win con. You name the win con, and they're stuffed. They have no win con in their deck, you just automatically win the game at that point. Or you name something like against Wurza, you might name the Whir of Invention, so they can't get their Ensnaring Bridge, so you can kill them. Really solid card. Plus it's got a 2/2 body, relatively easy to cast. Need to be running 4. Next up we've got 4 Thalia and 4 Thalia's Lieutenant. Thalia's Lieutenant is insane. It's a 2 mana 1/1 with a Champion of the Parish ability, which is still quite good. Plus when it enters it puts a 1/1 counter on each other human you control. That's just insane. And then Thalia, she's really good. She is legendary, which is the downside, but she's a 2 mana 2/1 first strike, already decent, and because we're running very little non-creature spells, this essentially just says all your opponent's non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast, which is really powerful. This shuts down things like Storm, it's really good against burn decks, it's just really good in 90% of matchups. Next up, we're running 4 Kitesail Freebooter. Kitesail Freebooter is an insane card. It's a 2 mana 1/2 flying human, and then it says when it enters you get a look at target opponent's hand and exile target non-creature, non-land card until it leaves the battlefield. This is great. You can get rid of one of their, let's say you see a removal spell, you get rid of that, and then they don't have access to it, plus you've got the body of the human, and then you have to wait for them to get another removal spell to waste it on that 1/2 to actually get the other one back. It's just got so much versatility. It's a really solid card. It can hit Planeswalkers, get a Liliana of the Veil, really powerful. Next up, we're running 1 Anafenza, 1 Phantasmal Image, and 2 Banalish Marshals. Now, the Banalish Marshal I've never seen being run in any other 5 4-colour human deck, but I thought this is actually a really good card. It's a 3 mana 3/3, it is triple white, but all but 2 of our lands tap for white in some way, so it's pretty easy to cast in that matter. And then it's a 3/3 human, which is already okay. And then it gives all our other creatures 1/1. This is just like actually really good. I don't know why any of the other lists are running it. It can often be like 3 mana for 6, 7, or even 8 power if you have something like a Champion with Parish you can boost as well. It's really busted. Anafenza, it's a solid card. It's a 3 mana 4/4 legendary creature human soldier. Easy to cast because of all our lands, you'll see in a minute. And then it says, whenever it attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on another target tapped creature you control. So this is really good. If you attack it, then it's like 5/5 value for 3 mana. It's really insane. And then it also says if a card will be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it. Almost every deck has something interacting with the graveyard, so this is just a strict upside. And if you're somehow against a graveyard deck where you need to sideboard against it anyway, this is just a bonus card already in your deck. Solid card. And then we've got Phantasmal Image. This is, most decks run 4, but I think we only need just a single copy. It copies anything on the field with a downside of whenever it becomes this target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. Still a solid card, often becomes a human. Yeah, solid card. Next up we've got 4 Reflector Mage and 4 Mantis Rider. Mantis Rider is a solid creature, 3 mana 3/3 human with Flying, Vigilance, and Haste. It's a really good attacker, hitting them for free every turn. This is a really quick time clock for them, plus it's a really good blocker. Reflector Mage, it's a 3 mana 2/3, plus it bounces something, and then they can't cast it for their next turn. This is essentially a 3 mana 2/3 that taps something down for 2 turns, and then until they play the mana cost. This is just like really good. Reflector Mage and Mantis Rider both busted. Next up, we're running 4 Ether Vial. Ether Vial is just Ether Vial. It's an expensive card, but it's really good. It ramps you into playing multiple creatures in a turn. You can cast them whenever you want, even during your end step, or like trick them into attacking and then summoning something in so they lose their creature. Or you can make it so they can't be countered if you're against a control deck. Just a really solid card, needs to be run in any creature deck. Now we're on to the mana base. First up, we've got 4 Ancient Ziggurat. It taps for any colour of mana, but this can only be spent to cast creature spells. It's still really good. Cavern of Souls, really good because it taps for colourless plus you name humans, and then it taps for any colour for any of your creatures because they're all humans, and makes it so they can't be countered. Unclaimed Territory, same thing as Cavern of Souls, really good, except it doesn't tap for... it doesn't make them not be able to be countered, sorry. And then Horizon Canopy, it's really good. It taps for green or white. It does cost 1 life, but then you can sack it to draw a card. Solid card. Next up, we're running 1 Island, 1 Plains, and 2 Waterlogged Grove. Waterlogged Grove taps for 2 colours, and it draws us a card later in the game, which is really good. It's debatable that a Mana Confluence or City of Brass would be better than the Waterlogged Grove, but the Waterlogged Grove, I think the main reason why we're running it is so we can draw cards. But a City of Brass or Mana Confluence is a viable swap out if you don't have Waterlogged Grove. Okay, right, now we're on to the sideboard. The sideboard in this deck, really important, because there's certain decks we have matchups against, and not very high win rate until the sideboard comes in. So make sure during games to sideboard. Okay, we've got 2 Gadok Teague. This is really good against anything with like big spells, spells with X in them, really solid. Collector Oath, really good. It makes all the artifacts just be pretty much useless, and it's a 2/2 body, solid card. Damping Sphere, great against Tron and certain other decks, just shuts them down for 2 mana, really good. Auriok, and Storm too. Auriok Champion, really good against any red or black deck. It's got protection from red and black and gains you life, especially good against aggro. Ravenous Trap, if an opponent has had 3 or more cards into their graveyard this turn, it costs 0, and then it just exiles their graveyard. Really busted card. And then finally, we've got Deputy of Detention. This is really good. It exiles a non-land permanent, each other non-land permanent with the same name as it. And it's a 1/3 body. Solid card. Yeah, guys, that was pretty much my list. Hope you enjoyed the video and liked the deck. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to see more from me, peace out.